Okay, hi fellows. Now in this first video I am going to explain a little about the color theory, that how you can benefit from the colors of different candles. As you can see in front of you, this is a weekly chart of gold, and what you are looking at is some green and some red candles. So you all know that green candles are those candles in which the market closed above its opening price, and red candles are those in which the market closed below its opening price. So, so this theory is very simple, and actually it's so simple that some of you will, I think, so start laughing that how can a color can benefit a trader. But definitely it's my practical experience that these things do help. Like different indicators, I don't claim that in this theory or according to this color theory, you are never going to face a loss, or it can never go wrong. There are unfavorable candles also. So I'm going to briefly explain that if you look at these green candles in these weeks, if a trader was trading according to the color of the candle, in a green candle you should buy, and in a red candle you should sell. And in color theory, you have to follow the current candle, not the previous candles. You have to follow the current candle. So if a person in these 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, if his main trend was buying, so what do you think? He lost or he earned? Definitely he earned. So in this way, now look at these 2 weeks. If in these 2 weeks, if a person, a trader, traded in the direction of these colors, these red colors, so definitely he would have earned. Now a question will be in your mind that what about these wicks? These wicks that market form up and down. Yes, these are the candles with just a very small body like this candle, and wicks up and down or shadows up and down. This is not a favorable candle. But if you look at the overall theory, you will have 80%, round about 70-80% winning trades if you properly follow this theory. And you can follow it in any time frame. I basically take help from the monthly, weekly, and daily candle colors. So, in this theory simply tells you that you have to trade in the direction of the color. If the color of the candle is green, it is better that you should buy only. And if the candle of the color of the candle is red, it is better to sell. And you have to switch your trades. Like if you look at this candle, first initially it went up, so you should buy. But when it started coming down and its color started to form red, you should immediately change your trend, because what I have learned in my 18 years is that it is good to follow the market. It is better to follow the market than to come in front of the market, especially in the larger time frames. So if you do follow the color of the candle, they will definitely help you, and you can use it in any time frame. You can use it in monthly, weekly, daily, and you have to follow, again I'm saying that you have to follow the current candle. Like look at this, these 3 weeks. In these 3 weeks, my main trend was selling. All those who know me, they know, they will confirm this, that we have been telling them that our main trend is selling by looking at the color of the candle, because with other indicators that we use, the trend lines, the Fibonacci retracements, and basically the colors, they all were confirming the same direction. So in these 3 weeks, if a trader uh, placed his orders in the direction of the color which was red, so if he was selling from this area in these last 3 weeks, he definitely earned some. Now, in the next week, again, it will depend that if the candle starts green and starts to starts to go further in green, then it is better to buy. But if it changes its color from green to red or from red to green, you have to follow the color. Now, if this next coming weekly candle goes up, it is better that you should also take your positions in buying with a stop loss. I will recommend everyone that I personally use stop loss because you never know that where a market can go. So it is better to use stop losses because markets do change directions uh, very in a very fast manner. So it is better to trade with stop loss. And if this weekly color starts red, I'm going to change my trend from buying to selling by following the color of the candle. So this is a brief description about the color theory. You can, again, I'm telling you that you can implement it any time frame, like in these 4 hourly time frames. Till the time market was forming red candles, you should have placed sell orders as you look at these two candles. And if you look at this healthy green candle, in these 4 hours, if a person preferred to follow the color of the candle by placing his orders in buying, so you can look at the high and low of the this candle, that from 1309.24 above this area, the opening price, the candle went up till 1318, which is round about a $9 move. So, but in the next candle, when the next candle started, the color theory gave you the signal in this candle that now the trend of the market is changing. So, when you follow the trend of the market, it will definitely benefit you. You always lose when you come against the trend of the market. You all know this. So, this is how you take help from colors of the candles. Then, from in this area, this was not a favorable candle, but the next candles also was showing green colors, so it was better to buy from this area. Now again, it will depend. If you are following in H4, you can implement it in any time frame. If you are following the H4 time frame, what you can do is, it will depend that if the candle starts red, it is better to sell. If it goes green, it is better to buy. So you can follow any one time frame. Please don't mix different time frames. Just follow one time frame. If you have placed an order on a daily time frame, so it is better to just follow the color theory in that time frame. Don't mix it in 15 minutes and other time frame. If you are a scalper or a short term trader, you can also use this theory by just following the colors of the candles. So if you look at the chart in front of you, it is a M15 chart. So in this chart, it is clearly you can see is that the market formed green candles more than the red candles. So it was better to buy when you were looking at the market at this time. So this is how you take benefit from this colors of the candles. It is really very helpful. The basic theory is that if a market is trading in a specific time frame above its opening price, it is better to buy. And if it has changed its trend by trading below the opening price of the candle, it is better to sell. This is what I have learned in my 18 years. So you can see there are different types of candles. The best this strategy works is in a volatile market, when the market is forming healthy candles. As you can look at here, this was a healthy candle. If in these 15 minutes someone was following the color theory, he would have placed his orders in the buying direction, in the direction of the color that was green. So he earned. In the next then 15 minutes candles, the color changed to red. So if he started following this, then he started placing his sell orders from here. And you can see that how his trades went up. First in buying, he earned, then in selling again, he started earning. So it's just you follow overall the color of the candle. Don't just start buying, selling, or start placing a buy and a sell order. Just wait for the candle to form either a healthy green or a healthy red. And I personally follow this theory in daily, weekly, and monthly time frames. So if you look at the monthly time frame, you can see that still the color of the candle is red. So till the time gold is trading below its opening price, 1315 area, my main trend will be selling. And if it starts to form a green candle, and it's a requirement that it should sustain this level also, then I'll start buying. So this is how you follow